Hello, Justin. It's Wednesday, May 6th. Now, first things first, in your last video, you mentioned that videos from your end may be a bit sporadic over this next month. And I don't know if I can allow that. I think that we need to have a strict schedule, and I think if we have any kind of leniency, it'll just dissolve into chaos. Said the guy who's posting his Monday video on Wednesday. Nah, I don't really care. Obviously, busy schedules happen, and sometimes adjustments have to be made, and I'm okay with that. In the immortal words of, well, you do you. And obviously you didn't make that up, but you sent me that text when I was letting you know that I wasn't going to be posting a video yesterday. So, yeah, you knew that. I'm just enlightening the rest of the audience. So this video is really just going to be me explaining why I didn't post a video over the past couple of days. I sent you pretty vague texts, basically just saying that I didn't have a lot of time to make videos, but I didn't really explain why I didn't have enough time to make videos. Now, the interesting thing about my busyness over the past couple of days is that they are all because of three things. Both days were busy, and both days were busy because of these three things. And those three things are the devising class, the advanced directing class, and Once Upon a Mattress. And it should also be noted that my schedule coincided with Abby's, so she has also been insanely busy. She doesn't make videos, obviously, but it's there. And before I get into the full-blown schedule, I also have to let you know that we did devising differently this year than we did last year. I'm not going to go into specifics there, because that's a video for another day. I may go ahead and do that next week, but it was different. And what you need to know for this video is just that we went to a couple of nursing homes in the area and made shows based on our experience there with the residents. So Monday morning at about 9:30, we met at the Wolf Center to travel to BG Manor to have our first devising performance. After that was done, we had brunch at Bob Evans. As for me personally, I came home soon after we were done eating, but I had to kind of work on tweaking the stuff for advanced directing that evening, and then I had to go print it all out, so I didn't have like a large amount of free time. But I got everything done for advanced directing, and then Abby and I went to the first read-through of Once Upon a Mattress. That started at 4, it was done by 5:45, and the reason it was done by 5:45 is because then Abby and I had to hightail it out of there to get to the Wolf Center by 6. And the reason for that is because Monday evening was the evening of the directing showcase. And because we're directors, we had to be there by 6. So we got all of that done, all the performances went off without a hitch. We were out by about 10, even though the program said 9-ish, but really that was just wishful thinking. But we got out of the Wolf Center, and Abby and I actually went to McDonald's. Dad gave us a ride to McDonald's because we hadn't eaten since that brunch, because we didn't have time to eat supper. We got home and went to bed because I was tired. The next day was not a lot different, actually. That morning we had another devising performance, this time at Woodhaven. And it was slightly later in the day, but not by a whole lot. I got home by noon, and probably had time to make a video. But honestly, that particular day, just because Monday had been so long, and because I had spent a lot of time with a lot of people during that day, I was feeling fairly cranky on Tuesday. So I don't think it would have been a high-quality video, not that I make high-quality videos, but it would have been even less high-quality than the videos I usually make. So I figured I should probably wait until I'm not quite as tired and not quite as cranky to make a video. Plus, while I may have had time to record it, I don't know if I would have had time to edit it, so that's that. So the next thing on the schedule was that Abby and I had to make our way to the Wolf Center to be there by 3:30 for the advanced directing final exam period. And that was just discussing the shows and talking about what we would have done differently, what was success, and all that kind of fun stuff. Once that was done, we had to go grab something to eat, and actually Megan Hennessy was nice enough to buy us food because she still had a meal plan left, so that was a plus. And then we made our way to Grounds for Thought to have a production meeting with our set designer and our costume designer for Once Upon a Mattress. And once that was done, then I was done anyway. I know that Abby went to see Age of Ultron again, but I was done with my particular schedule, so I got home and basically crashed. And those were the past couple of days. They were really busy. And they're honestly the busiest that I have this week. Over the next couple of days, all I'll have are Once Upon a Mattress rehearsals, and Friday all I have is an 8:30 exam period for my comm class where we're just doing group speeches. But I am going to take the rest of this week to just kind of relax after the past couple of days, and after the period of time where I'll be working with Chillins. Because I'll be working with Chillins later today, and I'll be working with Chillins tomorrow. So, yeah. But one more important thing that happened in my life that I feel you should know about is that I auditioned for Climb. They came here last week? Yeah, they came here last week, and I auditioned for them. And I think the only other person from BG who auditioned was David Baker. And I don't know how well he worked with Chillins, because I've never seen him do that. So, that's a thing. That being said, as far as I can tell, they liked me. I mean, one of the people who came along was Neil, and he already knows me, but I think that the other person, who I think her name is Lauren, I think she liked me. I'm terrible with names, so I apologize. But I auditioned for them, and I think they liked me, and she said that the next step was to send her an email to set up a time for a phone interview. I finally sent that email basically expressing interest, and I let her know of times that I would be available, which honestly is going to be sometime next week, because this week I want to spend not doing a lot because of my hectic schedule both this week and also basically over this entire semester. So I'm kind of taking this moment to take a step back and just kind of relax. But we'll see how well the phone interview goes, and we'll go from there, and we'll see what happens. I mean that both in my life, but also kind of with this channel, because if I get into Climb, then we'll see each other more often. Although I realize that we may be touring separately, so it may still be a case of we don't see each other that often. I don't know, because I don't know how it works, because I'm not a part of Climb yet. So, yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens. But I don't have anything else to talk about in this video, so that's it for me. So Justin, I may possibly see you on Saturday.